Buenos Dias, everyone. Happy Saturday, August 14th, 2021. Currently in Merida, it is 81 degrees with 90% humidity and with mostly clear skies. Going to have a high today of 90. Clouds forming around 2 p.m., but no thunderstorms are predicted. So hopefully that sticks around, and that's how it'll be. Currently, the Mexican peso is at 19.88 per dollar. So it's down a little bit from what it was. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. So it's a beautiful Saturday. Again, high of 90 degrees. You can't beat that. So it's going to be nice to get out and enjoy that. Let's get to the news. A lot of stuff going on. The 4 municipal police officers that were arrested for homicide and rape of Jose Eduardo Revrillo, who died on August 3rd. He was the young man that was arrested here in Merida. And the 4 arresting police officers that were arrested for rape and murder were released. At the hearing held at the Oral Justice Center of Merida, Judge Romulo Bonilla Castaneda determined that although the crimes were proven, the crimes were, the autopsies and the physical evidence showed that the crimes happened, there was not enough evidence to determine that the persons presented, the 4 officers, were related to the commission of the same. So the judge further stated that the prosecution can continue with the investigation, and if more evidence is presented for these defendants, the case can be resubmitted. The judge considered the evidentiary standard to establish factual data, that does not prove the circumstances with these individuals, not even by way of probability, but that the defendant for the referred by the victim in his narrative and complaint. So there's a little bit more going on behind the scenes that we don't quite know about. I made some inquiries and so hopefully there is some justice for this young man. Did not deserve to die like that. So other news, Joseph K., a 44-year-old man from California, was left with his intestines hanging out when he was assaulted by unknown subjects on the street of Arteaga on the corner of Manuel Diablado and the city of Oaxaca. It happened Thursday at about 10:45 at night. He was going to a hostel, but just a few meters away, he was intercepted by the unknown subjects who demanded that he hand over all of his money he was carrying. Suspects realized that the tourist was putting up resistance, decided to stab him, and then the subjects fled the area on a motorcycle. Paramedics arrived and stabilized the man and transported him to a hospital where he's listed in delicate condition. So, wow. Yeah, it's always be aware of your surroundings and, economic news, business news. There's a survey that came out that said that 4 out of every 10 transport carriers said they were extorted by the state police or National Guard police. Chamber of Transportation Industry, the Quintra, Nueva Leon, said that the extortion of the transit, state, and municipal police officers of this or the National Guard is one of the main problems with effective transporting when they pass through the state of Mexico and the Mexico City. Said approximately 38% of the companies that use cargo trucking, which pretty much is 90% of all distribution in the country, were victims of some extortion, during 2020. While in 2019 it was only like 28%, so it's starting to get worse. entities where extortions occurred are the state of Mexico and Mexico City mostly. Said it indicated like 36% of all the extortions, were taken there. So when they were asked to mention from which, who they were getting extorted by, it said at least 67% responded that the police or municipal transit was the main authority, followed by the National Guard, which was like 44%, and state police was 22%. Cartels only made up 11% of the extortion. So the National Guard and the police are the ones that are extorting the most. So, yeah. Yeah. Mexico's central bank, they raised the interest rates for the second consecutive time Thursday. Stubbornly inflated and above forecast and targeted consumer prices that have increased. So it's begun to communicate inflation expectations. Bank of Mexico boosted its key interest rates by a quarter point to 4.5% after a surprise hike in June that did little to tame the inflation. Currently running at almost double the bank's target. So I think they estimated it was going to be like 3.5%, and it was at over 6%. So inflation has recently accelerated in emerging markets from like India and Russia. It's major shipments for the Central American countries. So as companies pass on the higher commodity prices to consumers, and demand picks up before supply chains are fully recovering from the pandemic, that's going to get more and more inflation. So they're going to pass on the prices to the consumer. Brazil and Chile are also tightening their monetary policies, and Peru policymakers are meeting later Thursday to consider their first rate increase in 5 years. So, yeah. Now, Mexico and COVID, there's a lot of things going on with COVID. Let me go to a picture and show a map of Mexico. And let me go over here to share this screen with you. Share. And hopefully you can see that. But, the Ministry of Health announced on Friday, August 6th, that the COVID traffic light will be enforced from, August 9th to the 22nd. So we're in the middle of that right now. You can see at the very far right over there, we're at the Yucatan on that peninsula on the left side, so we're in yellow. So it said, given the spikes in COVID-19 infections in the Mexican Republic and the predominance of the Delta variant, this is how the risk factor traffic light was left in Mexico for the next 2 weeks. Now, the places in red, that's Mexico City, Colima, Guerrero, Jalisco, Nayarit, Nuevo Leon, and Sinaloa. And again, the Yucatan, we're in yellow. So, and then let me show you this. This is what the indications show. There's only one place that was green. I forget the name, sorry. But it says, green, you can resume normal activities, but with precaution. Now, Yucatan, we're in yellow. That's resuming limited activities, but with precautions. So we have a curfew from, I think it's 11:30 now, till 5 in the morning. You can't be on the road or out and about. And again, there's some places that are in a lot of the country is in orange. So if you can stay home, please stay home. And red, of course, do not go out unless it is an essential necessity. And yeah, that's again shows the map. Yucatan, we're in yellow, but Mexico and the state of Mexico City, they're in red. So yeah. Kill that. We don't need to show that anymore. So yeah. Institute found that here's some good news. There's the INF. The institute found that the lactic acid bacteria, Lactobacillia brevis, inhibited the proliferation of colon cancer cells by up to 40%. Now, this is this bacteria. It comes from this plant. It's undoubtedly one of the millennial drinks that came about with Mexico. It's been here forever, a millennia. I'm not talking millennials, but in 1,000 years. Is called pulque, the drink of the gods, that is extracted from and this one, some people say Magui, or Maguey. It's Maguey, of which healing properties have been found. And now one of the findings were made by the scientists from the National Polytechnic Institute, the IPN. It is Magui. Magui is a Native American word that refers to all the large leafy plants, the agave family plants. So that's where mezcal comes from. So this finding is the outcome of the collaboration around the study of probiotics derived from Mexican fermented beverages by both the IPN and the Institut National de Recueil pour l'Agriculture in France. My French is terrible now. They obtained the international patent for the discovery of the lactic acid and from the pulque, which was has anti-cancer properties. So yeah. So if you drink margaritas, use mezcal. Definitely. And actually, the best way to drink mezcal is naturally, just straight and just sip it. So yeah, that's in the news. Let me go here to the comments, see who's all in. Good morning, Jarhead. Morning, Maureen. How you doing, sir? And Judy Mae Collins, welcome. Good to see you. And Bama picking and grinning. Morning, buddy. And everybody's saying good morning to each other. So yeah. That's what's going on in the news. And I saw this one video, and I didn't know he made it. I've seen this guy before. He's a guy in Mexico, travels around and does different things. He's got a YouTube channel. I put his information in the description, and he went on a mezcal tour in Oaxaca, and it showed the whole process, and the length of time it takes. I mean, these plants, they grow, and it takes 20 years for them to even mature enough to get where you can use it for mezcal. But this is the plant that this antibiotic or anti-probiotic, it's probiotic properties, cancer killing properties comes from. So yeah, he made this great video, and back a couple months ago. I missed it, but check it out when you get a chance. Judy Mae says, here in Ohio, or is our highest level at the second round of the Rona. We have to wear masks everywhere and mandatory. And yeah, that's here. Like you can see behind me, my masks are hanging up on the wall there. Anytime you go out, you wear a mask. When you go into stores or anything like that, restaurants, you wear a mask, and you take it off when you're eating. Just is what it is. It's and I'm not going to get into the politics about it, but yeah, you just do what is required of you, and yeah, hopefully this abates. So yeah, I take my precautions. I don't go out when I don't have to. When I go out to eat, I don't. I stay away from people as much as possible. So yeah, but it is what it is for right now. Numbers are getting worse, so gotta. I think there's this one place article I saw in Texas. I forget exactly where. They are 100% capacity on um, bed space. So yeah, and other places are becoming worse. So you do what you got to do. Um, this last week, good things happened. Cryptocurrency, the ones I jumped in on, took a nice steady jump. So I bought it 2 months ago or so, and it's steadily climbed. And then I think just yesterday, day before yesterday, it spiked and up 56%, and actually 89%, up 89% in the last month. So I'm happy with that. Oh, good morning, Myra. Good to see you. Judy saying, good morning, Myra. Myra, I hope you're feeling a little better. Keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Been doing a couple different restaurant videos, breakfast places. I wanted to go to this one, and I got there about 8:30, quarter till 9. And, it's Mexico time, mañana time. They were not open. So I went to my favorite place, Morago Coffee. So I uploaded that video last night. And this weekend, I need to go shopping. I need to get some different shirts. My shirts, I thought I was getting fatter, but no, it's my shoulders are getting bigger. So it's getting tight around the chest area. So I need to get different shirts, a little bit bigger. It's just from all using my wheelchair more often. Yeah, I'm bragging a little. Oh well, what can I say? Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. And good morning, Barbara. Good to see you. So Sunday, I'm going to go to. I found this grill place I wanted to go to. It's called Sonora Grill, and I want to try out a nice thick steak, like a ribeye or we'll see, maybe some New York strips. But we're gonna go there for lunch, and then we're gonna go to some clothes stores. I want to get some nicer shirts, and I looked at the prices online on Amazon.com because we have our Amazon Mexico here, and there's this other place called Shein, Shein, is a clothing store. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Edward. Good to see you. So, yes, as a matter of fact, Edward is the one that he and his fiance, congratulations, by the way, Edward. He and his fiance went to Sonora Grill. And I finally found that place when I went to the grocery store, Chedraui, the other day. I said, there it is. So I'm going to go there on Sunday for lunch and then go clothes shopping after that. So yeah, thank you, Ed, for that recommendation on that place. So that's what's going on this weekend, and I'll upload those videos probably Monday and Tuesday or something like that. Yesterday, they had a nice little downpour here. Wasn't a thunderstorm, didn't have any thunder or lightning, but had a lot of rain. And I put the camera outside of my garage door and showed where it was just raining, and then filling up the street where the whole street was, the gutter areas were fuller than the middle, but it was going all the way across. I like where I live at. It's a flowing river. It flows down, and 5 minutes after the storm's gone, all the water's gone. But it had pictures of the traffic and of the rain, so I'll upload that ASMR video here shortly too. So So yeah, and what's everybody saying here? Ribeye. This missed a bunch of stuff here. We're saying hi, James. Hello, and Deals. Good morning, and good morning, Judy May, and Barbara. Good morning to you. And saying you will love Sonora Grill. Ribeyes are fantastico. I have not had a good ribeye yet. I had an argument steak, a flank steak, but not a good ribeye yet. Now I'm looking forward to that. So, thanks, Ed. Ribeyes are my favorite. Yeah, I had on my old channel. I showed where um, I had my big cast iron skillet, put it in the oven, and preheated the cast iron skillet to 400 degrees. And then I took it out, placed it up on top of the stove, take this big, thick ribeye steak, sear it on that side, flip it over, sear it again, and put it in the oven. Filled up my apartment with smoke, but oh my goodness, it was the best ribeye. It was so, I like medium rare, and it was so tender. It fell up. It was just so yummy. So okay. Everybody say hello, everybody. Thanks. Edward says thanks. And Angie says, hi, Barbara and Ed. And Ed says, good morning, all. Still desperately need rain here in Iowa. Yeah, you guys are having a whole heat wave in the whole entire United States. I saw that. Where in Iowa? My daughter lives in Bettendorf, between Bettendorf and Cedar Rapids. I need to watch your food videos, but it'll make me hungry. That was on my other channel, Angie. That was the one with that was Callie Picker channel, and I was talking cryptocurrency, and they suspended me and deleted my channel. YouTube did, for violent and dangerous acts. So luckily, I had this second channel that already created this one, Amputee Adventures. But yeah, that was I had that channel for over 9 years, 10 years now, 400 plus videos with all my interviews that I did with the big players in Amazon and eBay when they first came out. Chris Green, online arbitrage, thing like that. The Gilmans. It was gone. Yeah, removed because I was talking crypto. And hopefully soon, with me and my way, might be doing another crypto show here with, you may know her as Simply Dana. Hopefully, we're going to try to collaborate and get on that and do that here. But I'll let you know. See, you know what? Finally cooled off a little yesterday. Yeah, it's beautiful here now. It was up in the higher 90s, and now it's going to be 90 only today. So beautiful. What? Yeah, that's what happened. That was the Callie Picker channel. That's why it was gone now. So I'd have to say that a ribeye is my favorite cut also. Then second would have to be the T-bone. Same, yeah. You get a good, and a lot of people don't know what I refer to it, but it's called a Spencer steak. A good T-bone porterhouse is, well, you got a Spencer, a porterhouse, then a T-bone. It's the same cut, but the Spencer steak is the end cut of the T-bone, to where you get about 60 to 65% of filet mignon, and then the other portion is New York. Whereas a porterhouse is, that's between the 60 to 50% of filet versus New York. And then T-bone is where you have maybe 5%, 15%, 20%, or a little bit more, usually. I'm exaggerating. But left on that side of filet, and the rest of it is the New York. So if I'm going to get a T-bone, I'm going to get a porterhouse, because otherwise you're just paying for a New York steak and adding bone extra for the weight. So yeah. I used to be a butcher and steak snob. Sorry, but yeah, porterhouse and ribeye are my favorites. And yeah, medium rare. Yes, definitely. Um, have you ever heard of chuck eye? Is that the not the seven bone, but the um, chuck steak? It's I've heard of that term, but not on the West Coast. We do things differently than even like Texas, where they do brisket, we do a ribeye, or not. I'm sorry, a tri-tip. So not too many people know what a tri-tip is, but I've heard of chuck eye. Uh, I get it fairly cheap at Fairway. It's the little end of chuck roast, but best tender spot. Okay, okay. Yeah, and then we also used to do flank steaks, and you throw it to the tenderizer. We had this machine that would tenderize, so you can make your chicken fried steaks. Yeah. Oh, my mom would make that. Said, "Oh yeah, we thought we were big time. We were having steak for dinner, but yeah, it's chicken fried steak with flank steaks." So, and let's see. Good morning, Don. Welcome. Good to see you. And Bobby and JT. Who is it today? Is it Bobby or JT today? Good to see you. Chuck, good morning, sir. Good to see you. I was wondering if are you out at the farm? Just swinging by to say hi. Quiet in Florida so far. That's right. You guys are going to, I haven't even looked at that. Let me take a look at that one. Open the maps. Go further out because it's going to bypass us. It's going to, I believe, go north of Cuba. And I can't get it here, but yeah, it's going to go north of Cuba, in between, just above the sea in Cuba, and then go up that way. So it's going to miss us here in Merida completely. So, but yeah, I heard a couple people was going to hit close to them. They were on the Channel 710 morning show. They were saying they're going to get hit. I forgot who it was. And Dayton Valentino's hey DVD. Hi, Bobby. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck is he's from he's another one of my advocates of my medicine. Oh, Chuck, yeah, I got some. I'm doing well on some good sativa right now. So, hey, games. You know your meats? Yes, I do. Yes, I used to. Like I said, I used to be a I've had many hats in my life. I've been an accountant, an auditor, office manager, um, CFO, corporate VP, private investigator, court reporter, and butcher. After I did my court reporting, I quit that again. I couldn't do that anymore. Became a butcher after that. Yeah. Done. Good morning, and Chuck. Nothing happened at the farm today. Chores at home. Cool. Dayton says, "Gotta go. Have a great day. See you later, Angie. Good to see you. You're looking good. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I got my hair cut. That was at Monday this week. I forget when. Yeah, got a nice haircut. I got a few of the hairs cut. Got rid of all that side stuff. Man, it was going like poof. It was 100 pesos, so $5, but I gave them 150 because they use the straight razor. It was love how they do it here. It's how old school barbers. And Judy May says, I did not know that a butcher. I thought that was kind of a cool job. Yeah, and actually that's when with my disease, that's when it first really started presenting itself. I'd had some issues and diagnosed in when I was with the DoD Navy doing their court reporting in San Diego, and went to La Jolla. And medical facilities here. And that's where I got diagnosed. And it was like a couple years after that, working as a butcher and handling, this big 75-pound chunk of beef and, sliding it through the bandsaw and cutting it up. My hands were getting hurt from the cold. So that's when it first really started showing up. Same to you. And that's Angie. Dayton Valley Deals. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Thanks, everyone. You make living in Merida easy. It can't beat it. I was trying to do a cost of living of what it costs here, and trying to break down exactly everything that I buy and how much I spend on food and entertainment and my cannabis, my medicine, and definitely coffee. But it's so inexpensive, even medical. I put up a video of my vlog for the Burger's disease the other day, where I found a home health care nurse that comes out. I'm going to have her come out every other week or maybe once a month, unless I need her to come out sooner. I just give her a call and she'll come out. But she charges me 100 pesos for a home visit, which is $5. Great. She's a young nurse in Mexico, trained. And yeah, she said if she has to do injections or anything like that, it'll be an additional charge, but nominal. I showed her the medicines I had, and she went and talked to the doctor. Said, yeah, I use these. These are fine. Still continue to use them. My toes looking good. So yeah. It's easy living out here. Usually during the week, I watch the Channel 710 show. And when that's over, I put my leg on and scoot out the door and go down 3 blocks on my wheelchair to Paseo de Monteo. And that's, I'll wheel around. I may stop for breakfast or not, go to the bank or not, and then come home. That's my exercise. Works up a good sweat after I get back because, I'll stay out for a couple hours. It's such a beautiful area to live in. And again, the 3 blocks down, the Paseo de Montejo, that's where all the mansions are at. And I should get an Uber just to take me all the way down and all the way back and just do a video outside the door, outside the window. Because it's you have the roundabouts in the center of the areas with the different monuments. So it's pretty cool. Beautiful city. I mean, yeah, it's just an amazing paradise. And Chuck, our mutual friend Carrie, I feel so bad because she had such a miserable time, and she went to Acamal, and Acamal is it's a great tourist destination. It has resort hotels where it's all inclusive because there's nothing else around. Whereas here in Merida, and, in Acamal, it may have a population of about 20,000. And you got Cancun, that's a big party town. But yeah, it's touristy. Whereas here in Merida, it's 1 million people, and it's culture. It's all about the people. It's not about anything else. And the people are off the hook, friendly, approachable, kind. And the food is really good. Yeah, but yeah. C'est la vie. Let's see. Language, not a problem. No. It's an immersion. You're immersed in the language. When I went to Korea, we had a 3-week English class on Korean class for phrases. And then, you go downtown and just start talking to people. and you just pick up phrases, bits and pieces. I lived in California, so I already knew some, Spanglish. And I got here and had that tutor. She came 3 days a week to my place and taught me, uh, had conversational Spanish English. And yeah, and I've noticed I'm getting better and better at different words, understanding things. The problem is not the understanding the words. It's because I can read it and understand it easily. It's the Mexican people talk fast, so their Spanish. You could probably understand if they wrote it down, but since they talk so fast, it's a little bit difficult. So I just have to tell them, slow down, talk to me like a 3-year-old, and I'll get it. And I usually do. So it's the 500 years since Cortez this week. That's amazing that you mentioned that, Chuck. It's ironic, coincidental. Cortez, Herman Cortez, when he came here, there's a story I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It's of this other Spaniard that was here before Cortez. So it's a cool story. I'm learning more and more about the history here with Mayan people and the whole civilization before, the United States. But it's just a fascinating history. So, and great stories. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Went a little bit longer than I wanted to. It's quarter. Got a little bit cloudy. I want to get out and get some stuff at the food market. Saturday, they have the slow market. It's at Parque Santa Ana, which is just a couple blocks down. And they have all the fruits, vegetables, for cheap. I think bananas. They're so good. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing like the taste of the fruit here. But it's, I think, I want to say 18 pesos per pound or per kilogram. So it's 2 pounds for $1. And yeah, it's so tasty. So, and they also have the, what's it called? The cantinas. Planquitas. They're the tiny ones, about the size of your finger. It's just a tiny little banana, and they're so sweet. And you have to eat 4 or 5 of them to get equal to one banana. But it is so delicious. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably head down there in a few minutes, finish up some medicine, but. Let's see, I just got bananas here at the grocery store. I paid 44 cents a pound. Yeah. But they're not real. The taste, it's different. So, yeah. Certain things are, so it's about the same. 88 cents instead of $1. Yeah. Good seeing you. And I was going to say, hey, thanks for having me in this morning. Great to chat with you. See you on 710. Viva Mexico. Yeah. And actually, what I do is I will put the link in the chat. So if anybody would like to come in after the show and chat, you're more than welcome. But if not, we'll see you again tomorrow. Again, 8:35 in the morning. And until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it out with your friends. This is what I do here, talking about Mexico and the news and my life. So everybody have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.